They say mirrors only show what's in front of them. But what if one day, your reflection blinked before you did? In 1996, in a small town in rural Maine, 17-year-old Sarah Tilling began noticing something odd about the mirror in her attic. It had been there since she was a child, part of the house inherited from her late grandmother. The mirror was old, Victorian, with vines carved into its wooden frame. She never really used it until one night. That night, as a thunderstorm rolled in, Sarah was looking for candles in the attic when lightning struck outside. For a split second, the entire attic lit up and she saw something in the mirror. Not her reflection, but a man, pale, sunken, eyes, wearing old-fashioned clothes. He stood behind her. When she turned around, the attic was empty, but in the mirror, he was still there, watching, not moving, breathing. She screamed and ran downstairs. Her parents brushed it off as a trick. Of the light, maybe a dream. But over the next few days, things got worse. Every night, she would find the attic door open. No matter how many times she locked it, the mirror would be uncovered, even though she had thrown a cloth over it. And each time, the man in the mirror was closer, not behind her anymore, beside her, and then he started smiling. Sarah began losing sleep. She refused to be alone in the house. But one night, while her parents were out, the power went out again. The entire house sank into darkness, except the attic. From underneath the door, she could see a faint light, flickering like candlelight, drawn by a force she couldn't explain. She climbed the stairs. The mirror stood uncovered, and this time she wasn't in it, only the man. And he wasn't just watching, he was moving, smiling, stretching his hand toward the glass. Then, without warning, her own reflection stepped into frame. But it wasn't her, not really. It was something that looked like her, but its eyes were hollow, mouth too wide, and it spoke without sound, trade. The next morning, Sarah was never the same. Her parents said she barely spoke, barely moved, but she always sat in front of that mirror, staring, smiling. And if you look closely, the reflection doesn't quite follow her movements anymore. To this day, the house is abandoned. Locals say they still see lights in the attic. Some say the mirror is still there, covered in dust, waiting, watching. And if you ever find yourself in front of a mirror late at night, task yourself, is your reflection really yours?